Good morning, student. I hope you are healthy and safe in your home. Uh, in previous that geometry lecture, we started that exercise 5.3 and 2. See, 5.3 question number 1 and 2 we completed. Now we have to start the question number third. 5.3 question number third. In 5.3 question number third, a square is given. Say I, J, K, L. This is the square. It is given. So first you have to write down quadrilateral I, J, K, L is a square. Is a square. Right? And you have to find out the measure of this angle, and this angle. Three angles. Okay. First you have to find out the measure of IMJ. Okay, how to find out? We already know that the property of square, the diagonals of a square bisect perpendicularly to each other. Okay, means they are bisecting, means this angle is always 90. Okay, so write down the property. The diagonals of square, bisect perpendicularly. Okay, therefore by using this property you can say that measure of angle IMJ is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so this angle is 90. Now you have to find out this angle, means angle KIJ. Second is angle JIK या KIJ. Okay, so we know that the diagonals of square bisect opposite angles. Okay, so the diagonals of square bisect opposite angles, right? Therefore you can say that KIJ or JIK is equal to half of angle JIL. Okay, so measure of angle JIK is equal to half of measure of angle JIL. This is JIL, full angle. Okay, and this is half of full angle. It means measure of angle JIK is equal to half of. Now this is the angle of square. Angle of square is always 90. So you can say that 90 degree. Therefore you can say JIK is equal to 45 degree. Means second angle is 45 degree. This first angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now come to the third. What we have to find out? LJK. Last is 1 minute. LJK. Again, the diagonals of squares bisect opposite angles. This property. The diagonals of square bisect opposite angle. Therefore you can say that LJK angle, measure of angle LJK is equal to half of measure of angle IJK. So measure of angle LJK is equal to half of 90 degree, because this is also 90 degree. So therefore measure of angle LJK is equal to 45 degree. In this way you can find out these three angles. First angle is IMJ, second angle is JIK, third angle is LJK. Okay, by using the properties of square. Now come to the second question, fourth question. See here, now fourth question is diagonals of rhombus are 20 centimeter and 21 centimeter respectively. Then find the side of rhombus and its perimeter. One rhombus is given. This is a rhombus. So this is a rhombus ABCD. ABCD. Okay, these are the diagonals. That is BD and AC are the diagonals. Okay. So we know that the diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other. And one of the diagonal is given. Let AC is given. AC is equal to 20 centimeter and BD is given. Let it is 21 centimeter. 21 centimeter. Okay. Then you have to find out the side of the rhombus and perimeter of the rhombus. Now how to find out side of the rhombus? See, side means you have to find out AB or BC or CD or AD. All the sides are equal. Okay. So first we know that here you have to write down the property. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Therefore, the property is diagonals of rhombus bisect perpendicularly. Okay. Therefore, you can say that let it is O. Okay. So measure of angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So now this side is, we know that X, let it is X, AB is X. Then see, the diagonals are bisect perpendicularly means AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. So you can say that AO is equal to OC is equal to half of AC and BO is equal to OD is equal to half of BD. Okay. Diagonals bisect perpendicularly. Okay. Therefore you can say that AO is equal to half of AC means half of AC is 20 is equal to 10 centimeter and BO is equal to half of BD means half of 21 is equal to 10.5 centimeter. So you get the AO and BO here. Now in triangle AOB, we already know that angle AOB is equal to 90, right? So you can use the Pythagoras theorem here. It is right angle triangle. So you can say that AB square, therefore AB square is equal to AO square plus BO square. AO square plus BO square by Pythagoras theorem. So therefore AB square is equal to, AO is already we find out here 10 centimeter, that is 10 square plus 10.5 means 21 by 2 square, 21 by 2 its square. Okay, therefore AB square is equal to 100 plus 21 square. Okay, what is 10.5 square here? See here, 10.5 its square, 10.5 into 10.5. See, 5 5s are 25, carry 2, 5 0 means 2, 5 1s are 5, again 0 0 0, and here 1 5s are 5, 1 0 0, 1 1s are 1, you get 5 2 5 plus 5 10, carry 1 1, point after 2 means 110.25, 110.25. okay, therefore AB square is equal to, see here, 100 plus 110.25 means 210.25, right? 210.25. now you have to find out the square root of 210.25. write down first this, afterwards we will solve this. See, you get AB square is equal to 210.25. okay, now you have to find out the square root. So AB is equal to square root 210.25. now AB is equal to, the square root of 210.25 is 14.5. okay, you have to find out here 210.25. okay, see here, 1 1 is 1, here 2 minus 1 1, plus 1 it is 2. now take 10, now here it is 4 96, you get 14, here plus 4 8 2, then point, you have to take 25 below, and then here it is 5, here also 5 5 is the 25, carry 2, 5 8 is 40, plus 2 42, carry 4, 5 2 is 10, plus 4 14. okay, and 0 0 0. so in this way you can find out the square root of 210.25, it is 14.5. so the side is 14.5. now you have to find out the perimeter. now perimeter is equal to, what is your formula? it is rhombus. Rhombus means all sides are equal, means 4 into 14.5, right, is equal to 4 5 is 20, 0, carry 2, 4 4 is 16, plus 2 8 18, carry 1, 4 on the 4 plus 1 5, 58.0 centimeter. this is the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 58 centimeter and side is equal to 14.5 centimeter. Right? In this way you can find out the side of the rhombus and perimeter of the rhombus. Now come to the, see now here we have to say true or false. Now see, every parallelogram is a rhombus. Is it correct? No. Okay, in rhombus all the sides are equal, but in parallelogram it is not that every side is equal. So opposite sides are equal only. Okay, so it is false. So it is false. Now second, every rhombus is a rectangle. Is it possible? Because in rectangle all the angles are 90. But in rhombus it is not possible, all the angles are 90. It may be 90, may not be 90. So every rhombus is not a rectangle. It is also false. Right? So every rectangle is a parallelogram. Yes, it is correct because opposite sides are equal and parallel. So it is true. It is true. Now every square is a rectangle. Yes, it is also true. Every square is a rectangle because in rectangle all the angles are 90 and in square also all the angles are 90. Okay, it is true. Now third, every square is a rhombus. Every square is a rhombus. Yes, because in rhombus all the sides are equal and in square is also all the sides are equal. Okay, so it is also true. It is also true. Now last one, every parallelogram is a rectangle. Is it possible? No, because in rectangle all the angles are 90. But in parallelogram it is not that, all the angles are congruent or all the angles are 90. So every parallelogram is not a rectangle, but every rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay, so it is false. In this way you can say that true or false. First is false, second is false, third is true, fourth is true, fifth is true, and sixth is false. Right? So in this way we complete the 5.3. So we will stop here now, and the next exercise in next lecture we continue. Right? Now this video uploaded in your iCampus. So you can view that video in iCampus. Thank you.